going on, YouTube? R to the double E dash to the Z-O-N, coming at you once again. And I'm basically coming at y'all with a video. I haven't done a video in a long time. It's been at least a couple weeks. So basically I thought I'd make a video just updating you guys on what I'm into as far as gaming goes over the last couple weeks to a month, whatever it's been. Like I've always said, and will continue to say, I'm loving the Wii U. Have been since launch, and it's only gotten better since then. I've been enjoying such games as Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, diving back into Super Mario 3D World, Assassin's Creed 4, and also started a new playthrough on Wonderful 101. So I've just been enjoying the hell out of that system, and now with the eShop blowing up the way it is, with all these great indie games and things of that nature coming out, and the deals they got on there, the Wii U is just, for me, it's non-stop fun. But aside from that, as great as the Wii U is, and like I've said, I'll say it until it's proven otherwise, because you just can't prove it. You know, the main media outlets can say it all they want. People on YouTube could try to drill it into our brains all they want. But the fact of the matter is the Wii U right now is head and shoulders above the Xbox One and PlayStation 4 as far as being the superior console to own at the moment. It is. And why is it? Because it's got games. Not just games, great games. Not just great games, free online. Not just free online, an online store like the eShop that is kicking ass as far as the deals and specials and games coming to it go. And it just has everything you want and at a cheaper price point. So until the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One can get a substantial library under their belt of games worth buying the system for, you're not going to sit there and try to convince me that just because they're selling more that they're better than the Wii U. They're not better than the Wii U. They haven't proven it. Games, that's the number one thing that makes a console, and they ain't got none right now. Anyways, that's not the topic of the video. But yeah, as I've always said, the Wii U is the number one console. It is head and shoulders above the competition as far as a gamer's console. However, that's not what I've been playing lately. Lately, I've been bit by that retro bug, like happens to me consistently throughout my gaming life. You guys know, if you've been watching my videos for any amount of time, you will know that I always consistently go back to the old school, man. I'll have periods of time for a month or two where I'm playing GameCube non-stop and nothing else. Or I'll go back and play Dreamcast, or really go back and play Genesis or NES or whatnot. N64 for sure. Lately, man, I just got bit by that bug, and all I have been playing for the last 2-3 weeks nonstop is Wii, the original Wii. And it just, playing it again, just completely confirmed and, you know, proved to me what I always knew since I made those videos, a 2-part series a couple months back, maybe a year back, I think it might have been, about how the Wii is my second favorite console of all time. The original Wii is my second favorite console of all time because as great as it is, it doesn't top the N64. Nothing does. Excuse me real quick, a little thirsty. Nothing does. But as far as second place for me, hands down the Wii. The original Wii, man. I'm enjoying such amazing games right now, such as man, I just went blank, I'm sorry. Bully Scholarship Edition, I dove back into that. I play that a couple times a year, every year, man. It's just an amazing game. Now, I know that's not a Nintendo exclusive. It originally came out on the PlayStation 2. But as I've said many times before, and if you want to see, you can see my Bully Scholarship Edition review for the Wii that I did years back. As I said in that video, it is the definitive version. It's the Wii version. It's better than the 360 version, and it's better than the original PS2 version. The motion controls just do that, man. I've been enjoying that. I've been enjoying Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. And, man, for me, I'm going to say right now, the Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess is my favorite Zelda of all time. That in my book, it is the best Zelda of all time. But if you watch some of my earlier videos from a couple years back, you'll catch me saying that it's second place to Skyward Sword. Now, the reason for that is because you just got to catch me on the day. It all depends, man. Those two games are so amazing and so on par with each other, yet so different, that one day I'll say Skyward Sword is the best game ever made and the best Zelda ever made, and the next day I'll say that Twilight Princess is the best Zelda. I don't know. I just love them both, but right now I'm really into Twilight Princess. I started it over, and I'm just loving it, man. It's just the magic of the Wii, the magic. This right here, okay, this is what makes it or breaks it for me as far as game control goes. This, while some people want to say to this day, after their favorite consoles had to go out and bite off and copy this because it was kicking their ass, as much as that happens, they still want to say that this was a gimmick, that these two things right here were gimmicks. This is the best controls you will ever find. the most. This was made 7 or 8 years ago, and this is still more next gen than the controllers we got now. The Wii U gamepad is awesome. Don't get me wrong. It's a great idea, but it's been a year and a half, or not a year and a half, but a year and some change on the market, and it's still, ZombiU is the only game that I have seen that has made me say, wow, the Wii U gamepad is not only amazing, it's necessary. Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze is one of the best games on Wii U, one of the best games out this year. Doesn't even use the gamepad. Super Mario 3D World, very small ways does it use the gamepad. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Lego City uses it in some ways, but nothing that's necessary. You know what I'm saying? Nothing that couldn't be done on screen. But this, what this offers, you cannot do. Games like Wii Sports would not be possible without this. Games like The Conduit, games like Skyward Sword, games like Red Steel 2, which I'm also playing recently, cannot be done without this. And it offers a next-gen experience still to this day. So my question is this, Nintendo. The gamepad is awesome. But if you're not going to use it, and you're not going to do stuff for it, I understand that you made this compatible with the new system. And I use this. When I play Call of Duty Ghosts on the Wii U, or Black Ops 2 on the Wii U, I'm using Wiimote and Nunchuck. I ain't bothering with Classic Controller, even with Pro Controller, even though I have it. I'll use the Pro Controller when I'm too lazy to get up and go look for this. But if this is anywhere near me, I'm using this because this is the #1 control method. I don't use the gamepad. I don't use the Pro Controller. I use Wiimote and Nunchuck all day because the immersion and the reality of having to literally aim at my targets and pull a trigger at the same time while reloading with the Nunchuck, while meleeing, while actually doing punches. I mean, it's realistic. It's how it would be if I was really out there on the field. Now, if I'm really trying to shoot somebody, I'm not sitting there with a little controller pressing a button. I'm actually having to aim, target, make sure I got him in my crosshairs, and pull that trigger. And this is what it does. And then in other games like The Conduit and other Wii games, Conduit, Far Cry Vengeance, GoldenEye, I believe also, you threw grenades by literally launching them with the nunchuck. Metroid Prime, Corruption, when you literally had to use her laser lasso from her arm and literally had to what's the word, man? Swing the nunchuck so that her lasso can latch onto the armor that the enemy's wearing and then rip it off. That's awesome. That's immersion. You know what I'm saying? This right here, Nintendo still has galaxies of potential possibilities to explore. Why have you just made it compatible with the new system but haven't really focused on this? You're focusing on the gamepad and you're not even doing a good job at that. So go back to this. Have some games that are specific gamepad games. Give every game the ability to be off-screen play, and that will be the #1 necessity that the gamepad is there for, which is awesome. But make some games that are like ZombiU that are gamepad specific. Make other games that you use this, man, and as the primary focus, because this is the best control scheme, best controller input device ever created for video games. I mean, this is it. This is immersion, man. You know what I'm saying? It's not just shooting, it's like sports. If I want to swing, if I'm playing baseball, I don't want to press a button at the right time to get a home run. I want to swing that sucker out the park with an actual virtual bat. And that's what the Wiimote lets me do. You know what I'm saying? Sword fighting, like Skyward Sword, or the Star Wars The Force Unleashed, both those games, especially Part 1 on the Wii U. That was awesome, man. We need to go back to that. And now you have these HD visuals, these amazing, beautiful graphics that everybody, all the graphic horrors were complaining that the original Wii didn't have. Now you have it. So you could have that with the superior motion control input, much better than Kinect 2.0, much better than a Sony Move, which is not even being used anymore. You could have the best of both worlds and make some amazing experiences, man. I mean, you could have games where you focus on both controllers. Like I think I heard Active Gamer Life say this, and I couldn't agree more. I think it was him. The new Zelda, I want to see an immersive, expansive adventure where I'm using Wiimote and Nunchuck as the controls, like in Skyward Sword, but have my gamepad there with my map and inventory all in there. And if I find something special that I want to come back to later, I want to be able to, with the stylus, scribble that on my map and keep notes on the map while I'm exploring on the screen and using my Wiimote and Nunchuck as the weapons and the items. That would be gangster, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, I digress. That's not what this video is about. That was just a little rant on how great the Wii was, man, and how great it still is, and how this is gold right here. You need to go back to this. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I'm enjoying Twilight Princess. It's just such an epic game, man. It's so big. It's such a huge, vast game filled with content, side quests, temples, main missions, areas to explore. It's beautiful. It's still one of the best looking Zelda games ever made, if not the best. As much as Skyward Sword was beautiful, Twilight Princess just had this look about it that was just epic, man. It was just awesome. You know what I'm saying? I jumped into Red Steel 2 also, man. And I've had Red Steel 2 since launch way back when. But by the time it came out, I had already worn out my Motion Plus, the old school Motion Plus that you attach to the controller. So I had a hard time enjoying it as much as I could because sometimes it would be messing up on me because it wasn't working anymore. This is the Wii Motion Plus built in. So here, I'm actually experiencing Red Steel 2 the way it was meant to be experienced. Man, it is, bro, it's spot on. It's one of the best motion games ever, man. The way that you could just be using your firearm shooting and then switch to the sword just by bringing that remote out and swinging in any way you swing. With whatever degree of force you swing, it's all registered perfectly, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm really, man, I've been loving the Wii, man. I got back into Endless Ocean Blue World. Y'all know that's my baby, man. I'll take years in that game, man. I started a new playthrough, so. And the only thing that sucks is that my original Wii, I was dumb enough, as some of you guys may know from previous videos I said a long time ago, I was dumb enough to let one of my friends try to mod it for me. To play, like, you know, burn games and all that, and he messed it up to the point where I had to reformat it, and I lost all my Virtual Console games, and I lost all my game save data. So now, if I go back and play these games on my original Wii, it's like if there's no data there. You know what I'm saying? So it's starting over. You know, so I figured I'm not gonna go through the trial. I have it there for display purposes. Like, you can see my Wii, my original Wii down there. You know what I'm saying? But the Wii U is up there. So I'm just playing them on the Wii U in Wii mode. And that whole gamepad where you can play it on the gamepad still using the motion controls, that's awesome. You know what I'm saying? So I'm playing them there, and it's a lot of starting over because I don't have that much data saved. So Bully Scholarship Edition, I'm starting over. Twilight Princess, I'm starting over. Red Steel 2, starting over. Endless Ocean Blue World, starting over. This is all from the beginning, so it's all like new, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that's what I've been enjoying, man. I mean, it's just, like I said, I love the Wii U. It's great. It's the #1 console right now for me as far as next gen goes, or current gen, you know, the 8th gen. It's head and shoulders above PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, just because of the game library alone, the price, the free online, and just the fact that, you know, Nintendo's games are gonna be gold. They've already shown it. It's the 3D World, Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, Lego City is great. You know, this new Super Mario Brothers U. All these games that have come out, Wind Waker. All these Nintendo titles are amazing, and the Wonderful 101s and Pikmin and all that. It's just awesome. But right now, it's not that I'm bored with it. Is that I just had that itch, and since I started scratching that itch by playing, now I can't stop. So now my Wii U is chilling. It's getting the much deserved rest. PlayStation 3, I ain't even touching that garbage. Well, not garbage. I don't think any of my systems are garbage except the original Xbox. I hate that thing. I just bought it to have it. But you know, everything's just sitting there chilling, and I'm just going ballistic right now on the original Wii. I mean, I'm thinking tonight. You know, my little boy's kind of sick. He's got a fever, so we'll see how much time I actually get to play. But I'm thinking tonight I get back into some Twilight Princess. Thinking maybe I'll get into Galaxy or Galaxy 2 again. I mean, it's just there's so many great games on the original Wii. It's like how can you still stick to that garbage ass, no logic argument of it's a kiddies toy. It was nothing like it's not a real console. It's for kids. When you have games like Mario Galaxy 1 and 2, games like Mad World, games like The Conduit, games like Metroid Prime 3 Corruption, games like Mario Strikers Charge, Mario Kart Wii, Smash Brothers Brawl, Endless Ocean 1 and 2, Red Steel 2. Oh, come on, man. There's so many great games on the original Wii, man, that it's just I'm loving it right now, man. So that's basically where I've been at, man. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Not much more to say. If you guys have any comments, you know, leave them there. If you want to subscribe. If you don't want to subscribe, don't subscribe. I don't care. I do this for fun, and for those people who do watch, to get a kick out of it, man. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, man, Wii, the original Wii. What a great console that was, man. And I enjoyed it from launch day, camping out for it, till they shut the doors to bring out the Wii U. And even now that the Wii U's been out for a year and some couple months now, still going back to the Wii and enjoying some of the great games on that console, man. God bless y'all and stay gaming. Peace.